So hello and welcome to the 3rd of January. This is now 2025. Right, but the main thing I'm going to show you here is it's 5:15, so we have done nothing but time lapse the entire day. The reason being is that we were so busy. It was mental busy. Right, so it's been one of the days where it's been non-stop. It has been sharpening after heat mould after heat mould after sharpening after heat mould, and Pamela has been running about like a proverbial blue arse fly, which basically means that she has not stopped. She's time-lapsed her day, I've time-lapsed my day. The only thing is the time lapses that I was doing on the wee Insta360 Go were, how would I put it, cut short due to the fact that its battery is not as good as it used to be.
And I kept interrupting it.
Yeah, so we ended up, I think we've had about maybe half an hour's worth of time lapse over the course of the entire shift. So we have been in since 12 o'clock, or Pam was in from 12 o'clock, I come in usual. Apparently that's not the greatest. My nana, when she was alive, she used to say that you were never allowed to be late in the first day of the year because you'd be late for the rest of the year, so I plan to be late for the rest of the year.
You are always late anyway, so what difference would the first of the year make?
That's the reason why, because I was late last year. The first day back I was late, so that's why I was late the rest of the year, so it's apparently a tradition. But yeah, so we are back in the store. Christmas has been and gone, so we hope you've had a really nice Christmas, and we hope you have a healthy, happy and prosperous new year. So yes, we have got some things that we were going to talk about. One of the things that we were actually talking about or considering talking about was...
We're driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal, move to songs we play together, feel like we're on holiday, I got a feeling it's a good day. We're driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal, move to songs we play together, feel like we're on holiday, I got a feeling it's a good day. Downtown, foot pushed on the pedal, move to songs we play together, feel like we're on holiday, I got a feeling it's a good day. Let's go back to the days, down memory lane, back to the times when our life was a breeze, feel the freedom again, my mind was at ease, the sky was so blue when we rolled down the street, so hey, I just wanna touch your vibe, I just wanna touch your vibe, hey, I just want a good time, we're driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal, move to songs we play together, feel like we're on holiday, I got a feeling it's a good day. We're driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal, move to songs we play together, feel like we're on holiday, I got a feeling it's a good day. Sun going down, living the dream.
This was my idea, but Pamela's decided she's going to run with it, so go. Can we try not say M all the time?
Do an N then.
N.
Oh.
Work your way through the alphabet, right? Right, so one of the things that we had spoke about was...
We came up with an idea after trying on the Next skates and reverting back to what we used to do. So if anybody has at all followed us on social media for the last anywhere more than 5 years, you would know that we used to do the competitions. We did the colouring competition for the kids, we did the
Dreamskate
giveaways, different equipment. You'd buy a ticket, you'd answer a question, you'd go into a prize draw. So this time we're going to do it slightly differently. We might bring those giveaways back, competition back, but what we're going to do to give you an honest opinion of the entry level kits. We've picked 2 to put against each other. And we've picked the CCM NEXT kit and the Warrior Rise kit, and we'll be making an order next week for 2 full kits of protection, shoulders, elbows, shorts, shins, gloves, to be tried on the ice on a proper training session. And Stephen's going to wear one, and Lewis doesn't know it yet, but
Yeah.
Lewis is going to wear the other kit.
It might be Lewis, it might not be Lewis, it just depends. It might be whoever decides to agree to this.
So we were going to pick
we'll
Lewis.
say just now it's Lewis.
So that's to give an option of it being 2 different sized kits. Obviously Stephen's 6'5" and Lewis is not. He's shorter. To give 2 different sizes of kits. After they have been tried for 1 session only, we're then going to bag them. So in a bag you will win this kit. We've got 2 potential kits to give away. We're going to give the kits away. We're going to launch a competition. You answer the question, and then the correct answers will be drawn at random to win both of the kits.
Not the same person's going to win
No.
both kits. It'll be 2 different people.
2 different winners.
But it'll be 2 different competitions that you're going to be asking, answering questions for, or whatever else for. So if you're going to go for the Rise kit, it's going, or say for example, whatever kit Pamela decides to pick to put me into, that's the kit that you have the opportunity to win. So the thing I'm going to say is, to make it fair for everyone else, yes, I understand that everybody will put their name in and they'll go for they'll enter in both competitions. Now this kit is not transferable. What that means is, if it is my size, that is the size that you're going to be getting. Preferably it would be people that are the tall people, probably say 17-inch shins, extra large elbows.
I think it'll be 16-inch shins because I don't know if they go up to 17.
So it'll be a tall kit. We will put down obviously the specs of what you're trying to win. But that's one of the things that we'll
cannot be exchanged for cash. It cannot be exchanged for size differences. What is in the bag is what you win. It will have been worn once on a training session to give a review, and then it will be given away. And you don't need to pay to enter. It is a free competition. You will have to answer a question to win the kit. Okay? So that will be good. We'll be getting the kit in hopefully next week, and then we'll be filming the review, and then we'll be launching the competition.
Do you feel my heartbeat when you're dancing at night? I feel your heartbeat in my dreams sometimes. If you ever need me, you can hit my line. I'm one call away, girl. Do you feel my heartbeat? I feel your heartbeat. Do you feel my heartbeat? I feel your heartbeat. Do you feel my heartbeat when you're dancing at night? I feel your heartbeat in my dreams sometimes. If you ever need me, you can hit my line. I'm one call away, girl. Do you feel my heartbeat? When you're dancing at night, I feel your heartbeat in my dreams sometimes. If you ever need me, you can hit my line. I'm one call away, girl. my heartbeat? I feel your heartbeat. Do you feel my heartbeat? I feel your heartbeat.
So that is the plan for January, and we'll let the competition run probably to the end of January, beginning of February. We might call it for Valentine's Day. It can be a Valentine's gift to yourself. So that is the plan. We will then be able to, right, I'm kind of hoping it's Lewis because you two are quite funny. We'll be able to give a whole episode on the Rise versus Next kit.
So it's not a how would I put it? It's not a versus each other. It's just to give you indications of what both of us feel about the kit. Now, the next part, the kind of premise that I will give you is most of the stuff that I've got is second top of the range that I wear. I liked, when I was younger, I liked everything top end, but then I realised very, very quickly that the top end, you're paying a lot of money for stuff that restricts you. It sounds silly to say there's so much padding in so many of the different brands now, where I feel as if it just restricts your movement. So what I have decided that I'm wearing now, which is quite interesting, the Scottish recreational kind of background or scene, you don't actually have to wear shoulder pads. It's not a mandatory rule that you have to have shoulder pads on. You can wear everything, so you have to have a helmet with a visor or a cage, which I wear a cage because I've nearly lost my eye twice. I wear a neck guard. You wear a neck guard. I don't wear shoulder pads. I wear elbow pads, which are right now ASV Pro elbow pads. I've got a pair of CCM 4-row gloves. I have Warrior girdle. I have CCM, I think it's 780 shins, and obviously I'm in my melted Bauer skates at the moment. So
thanks for that.
Welcome. So yes, that's what I skate in and that's what I play in at the moment. So obviously all of these things, when I then go from something that's been, say for example, broken in, top end, whatever, then I'm going to have to go into a bottom of the range kit to try and see how I feel. It's obviously going to be very, very different from what I'm used to. So one of these things is Pamela will make a decision, she'll flip a coin and I'll get assigned a kit and Lewis will get assigned a kit. So what we'll do in this instance, in my opinion, what we should do...
You should phone Lewis and see if he's going to beat it.
Yeah, we'll do it right. So what we'll do with this is Pamela will take all of her sizes, my sizes and Lewis's sizes, and Pamela then flips a coin and then makes a decision. She then gets 2 identical bags, one with my name on it, one with Lewis's name on it, or whoever's going to take part in this one. And then what we're going to do is on the day, that's what we find out that we're wearing.
Yep, take it to training, try it on, take it from there.
Yep, so then we'll obviously wear that kit and then we'll give our honest review before, during and after the session. If we can try and see if we can maybe get some ice away from the training as well, and so we can talk about... I think we should do it on Mustang's training, and I'll just try and get the kids watched. Yeah. Because apparently we're going to be down there anyway, because certain Sunday's going to have his new clan academy. Yeah, Sam. Our little boy Sam has decided that he's made the decision that he's making his big comeback. Yeah, he's making his comeback to hockey again, so we'll see how he goes. He can maybe last 5 minutes this time, or he'll maybe last the entire... I think he'll be comfortable at the clan. Not that he wasn't comfortable before, it's just it actually wasn't his decision to stop, it was ours, because there was too much going on with a website that didn't work and tournaments that we were attending and then wedding prep and then Christmas prep. So now as he's come back, and because I've got my feeling he's just going to stick it after this. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're going to plan. We're going to try and get that done. Pamela will flip the coin and decide what kit I'm going to get, what kit that Lewis will get to skate and then try. And then obviously what we'll do is we'll give it away. So I don't know how we're going to do the giveaway yet. So we're going to, you'll enter on the website or on, I'm going to see if we can set it up on the website that you can enter for a zero priced product, and you would just buy a zero priced product and put your answer through. We'll have a look at it and see what we can do. Come up with an idea of a way to put your name through for the draw, and then we'll take it from there. Yep. So we had obviously spoke about the Dreamscape giveaways before the Bauer embargo. I call it Bauer embargo. Before the Elite Seller programme, we were actually giving people the opportunity to win a pair of top end Bauers or a pair of top end CCMs. If we are going to go forward doing this, it will unfortunately only be, I say unfortunately, but will be fortunately only CCMs that we are going to be offering.
Will we put you in the best
because
best
we can't actually do the Bauer because of the situation that we have at the moment with regards to the Elite Seller programme. So we can't actually offer that. We haven't spoken with Bauer themselves regarding this to see if we would be able to facilitate this in a competition basis, but knowing the fact that how we have hit obstacles, shall we say, with regards to the Elite Seller programme and stuff like that before, I think it's easier for us just to keep it as CCM. Now unfortunately we also can't offer True because we don't have a UK distributor for True, and we can't obviously access it without having to pay massive amounts of import tax on that, so that's something else that we can offer. Now, one of the options that we have in the competitions or the Green Dreamscape giveaways is you can either win yourself your top end skates or you can win a top end kit. We had done one like that before where it was a top end CCM protective, and if you win, we contact you, we get your sizing, we then you win the shoulders, elbows and shins. We've done one like that, we've done a top end pair of gloves, we've done a top end couple of sticks as well. So these kind of things, it depends if you guys are interested in that, and if you are interested in that, please like, share, subscribe and comment below and say that you're positive about the giveaways and the competitions.
It's a competition, it's not a giveaway, because
well,
you do have to pay.
Saying, you just said that there was a kit giveaway.
Oh, that is a giveaway.
So the warrior, to premise this just in case, because Pamela was a bit slow today, so we've got the Rise and the Next Kit, which will be a giveaway, and if there's any other competitions that we're doing regarding Dream Skate giveaway, Dream Stick giveaway, Dream Glove giveaway, Dream Protective giveaway, they are competitions which are paid competitions. We have done these before and we have run them for a number of years, and obviously it's something that we're looking at bringing back.
Kind of COVID that stopped it. We had one running in COVID just before we went into lockdown. We had one running which we continued through COVID, but after COVID we kind of stopped them. Well, we were shut for nearly 2 years, so
yeah.
And then obviously we've had the long climb out of COVID, so trying to get back to where we were before. And we have also been requested from quite a few children that they want to see the colouring competition coming back. So that normally is 2 categories, an under 8s and an under 12s. 2 competitions. There's loads. We usually post colouring pictures on our Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Download them, colour them in, there's usually paper copies available, and then the best ones, most colourful ones are picked by our esteemed judges, which is normally like Toby Craig or Danny McAllister, and they will win a gift voucher. And this year we've decided to make it 50 quid each.
So yeah, so
£50.
So a £50 voucher for anyone that takes part, well not for anyone that takes part in the colouring competition and wins, they will receive a £50 voucher.
In the 2 categories,
yep.
Under 8s and under 12s. Anybody above 12 is not allowed to enter because you're almost an adult. So, sorry.
So obviously this is the kind of start of the video, and then obviously we've got all the time-lapse stuff. So
sorry, it was very boring.
It's one of the ones where you're getting most of the information now, and then you'll see the time-lapse, and then we'll maybe have it depends obviously how I'm going to edit this one, if I'm going to wait until tomorrow and use some of the content from tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow.
And then we can obviously not have a full video of time-lapse, like a full 15 minutes of time-lapse or whatever else, but we might do some in between sporadic parts.
And I know that some of Stephen's been spotting the comments, because I don't pay attention to the comments, but apparently there's been a few followers, we'll not call them trolls, we'll call them followers, who want to come on and comment that our content's crap. Well, to know our content's crap, you must have watched it.
So yeah, like basically what we're going to say is we understand that they're at the internet, we're putting ourselves out there and there is going to be trolls and stuff like that. I don't really care.
I don't care.
I'm rather thick-skinned when it comes to things, so you can say what you like about me and whatever else. But with regards to the content, we are trying our hardest to try and give you guys the content that you've asked for in the store. When people come in, they don't like to comment because there's too many people that then think that they're putting themselves out there online. Even just by making a comment or saying we would like to see this, we would like to see that. Now, people don't have a problem with coming into the store and telling us what kind of content they would like to see, but if you feel like you don't want to comment publicly, you can always give us an email or send us a message to the Facebook page, and we'll obviously see what we can do. So yes, I will finish up with this part with Pamela just now, and I'll show you the next part of the jobs that I have over the next couple of days that I need to do. Right, so we're back and we have some work that we've got to show you guys. So right, I have been given this glove here. It is a Mac glove, and this glove apparently does not have a wrist strap. It has a strap up here. If I can just get the one hand to show you, there we go, just here there is a strap, but the player in question is looking for something to lock the wrist in place. Let me see if I can get this thing on. There we go. Right, so as you can see, there's nothing there to lock the wrist in place, and that's basically what the player's looking for. The player's looking for something to lock the wrist in place, and I said I would tackle it and give it a try to see if I can make something for her to be able to make a wrist strap, a lock strap, so that basically the glove is a lot more secure. We have another pair of Bauer gloves, and they have a hole in the thumb. So what I've been asked to do is try and see if I can repair that. So for me to be able to repair this area here, I have to take away all of the stitching and piping across here, remove this part, split the stitching round about there, round about the thumb area, and then obviously sew in some new leather to that area here, and then sew it all back together, and then put it back all back together again, and then sew all the piping. So that's job number 2 that we have. I'm going to need to try and find some time to be able to do these, because obviously today's shift was very busy. There was no time whatsoever to be able to do anything other than sharpen skates, heat molds, and I did one conversion. And when I say a one conversion, it was changing holders from 4.0s to XS holders on a pair of 50Ks which came in. CCM 50Ks. Now my gloves are here, my hand slippers. These things are the comfiest things I've ever worn, and I hear you'll probably be saying to me, Stephen, you own a shop, why don't you just buy new gloves? No, I don't want new gloves. I prefer having what I have. Now as you can see at the top, at the fingers, you see that they're already kind of burst in a couple of different places, and what I've ended up having to do was, when I used the Speedy Stitcher, unfortunately it puckered the material, and the material has obviously had to be, how would I put it, het up and tried to kind of melt it back into some sort of shape. Now that wasn't exactly the greatest of repairs for me, but hey, it's functional, it does the job for me, and I'm quite happy. I don't really care what my equipment looks like. The one thing I have got the problem with these ones are, there is now a hole in the palm here through the first layer, and there is a hole in this area here, which I'm going to then have to have a look at to see if I can repair and replace, because these style of 4-roll gloves have been discontinued. There is now a 4-roll 2, and I think there's a 4-roll 3 that's now out, and I'm not a big fan of them ones. One, because, well, they look different and they feel different, and I'm quite happy with these ones because they were a special order for me, and obviously to get them in the red, black and white colours, they don't usually stock them in the UK for that. The other problem I also have with these ones are the actual fingers and the thumbs are starting to fray as well. So if you can see here, it's starting to fray, and I don't want the padding to fall out, so I'm going to have to try and stitch all that back together by hand and see if I can get it looking somewhat relatively quite neat if I can. Obviously it's not one for the Speedy Stitcher, I don't think, but there is a couple of other wee parts where the padding is coming out. There's one wee part here where the padding's burst here, but these gloves have been well worn, and these gloves are one of the, like I said, one of the most comfortable gloves I've ever worn in my life. I've had nothing but bother trying to get another pair of gloves to try and break in. I actually have somewhere in the region of maybe about 6 pairs of gloves. Maybe I used to have about 10 or 15 pairs. I used to buy a new pair of gloves every couple of months and put them away, and then bring them out sporadically, try and break them in, and then put them away again, and then obviously go back to the same ones. But with these ones, since I got rid of since I loaned one of the players in my team my Glasgow Mustangs Bauer team glove. I've been wearing these pretty consistently, and like I say, they're very, very comfortable. It's just what I like. Once I find a piece of equipment I like, I try and keep it for as long as possible, or try and see if I can get multiple of them, hence why I usually do the same with sticks. But it's one of these things, I'm going to have to try and see either if I can get another pair of gloves sorted at some point, because these won't last forever unfortunately, or I'm going to have to do some severe repair work on them, like re-palming and stuff like that. But I don't have any palms at the moment. I'm still trying to see if I can source somewhere to get me palms, and we'll see how we go from there. But at the moment, that's the jobs that I've got on. So this one will be interesting, try and see if I can get a lock strap fitted to this glove. I'm actually trying to think what's the best course of action to be able to get this in place. Now obviously if you're going to have a lock strap, you would usually want the lock strap anchored down to the actual back of the blocker, but for that I'm not able to do that at the moment unless I can manage to get something else, like a piece of ballistic nylon in here somewhere and cut holes and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know yet. I'm going to have a think about what I'm going to do with that one, and then I'll see what I'm going to do. Can I help you? Well, thanks very much. Right, so Pam's interrupted me to give me my screwdriver back. So anyway, right, that is us for tonight. As I've said before, it is now 5:41, so we are technically late in finishing up tonight, but that was because we were exceedingly busy. So anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow. Right, so I stayed back when Pam went away, and I've done a little bit of repairing. It's not the best, how would I put it, the best looking repair, so you put it that way. So we've got a patch that's been put in. Now you're saying to yourself, where is the patch, Stephen? Well, the patch is actually between the two different layers. So what I did is I picked the stitching across here, opened that up and put a piece of leather underneath here and sewed this part all back together where the hole was originally, and then obviously there's now a reinforcement piece that's been put in there. The reason being for that is the glove is actually bursting in the inside as well. I don't know if you can just see where the brown stuff is just starting to come through. That's the second part of leather that was in there. Now I didn't want to replace the palms, and I didn't want to replace the glove just yet, so I've done a couple of temporary repairs just to see me by just for just now, until I can either pick up another pair of these gloves or I can break in another pair. The problem is these are they're so loose, they're just perfect. They're just so easy to move, whereas some of the new gloves, they're just so restrictive, and I'm not really a big fan of mega restrictive equipment. I like to be able to move a wee bit better, being the fact that I am so tall, heavy, should we say. I like to be able to move in my equipment, and it's easier sometimes for me to move in the stuff that's loose than, say for example, the stuff that's way too tight and being broken. And right now I'm just not patient enough to be able to break in either a new pair of skates or, say for example, a new pair of gloves. But anyway, that's the first repair done, and that's me 100% done for tonight. Nothing else is getting done, so I'll speak to you tomorrow. Right, so I lied, I'm still here. It's 7:27. I thought I would get a head start on this glove, the catching glove, that is the goalie glove. Now, one of the things I noticed earlier on was the Velcro piece here can be moved down, and it can be moved across onto this one here, which gives you a kind of better locking strap. Now the problem is the customer in question is not happy with that, so they've tasked me with the task of basically putting in a different lock strap. They want to have a lock strap for the back of the knuckles, and they want to have a lock strap in this position here, which brings me to my next thing. I was thinking to myself, what am I going to use? Am I going to use ballistic nylon? Am I going to have to make a new strap? Am I going to have to do stuff? And I thought, do you know what I'm going to use? I had a knee brace, believe it or not, with a strap. Now this knee brace is actually neoprene, and it comes with Velcro on it already. So what I've done is I've cut it off, and I've actually sewn it all the way around here with a locking stitch. I'm going to trim it down, and I'm going to basically put it into the crease of the glove here. I'm going to sew that into the crease of the glove, and then that's obviously going to go through there and back on itself, and it's going to be able to have an adequate enough lock on there, and that's then that glove done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that job just now, and then once it's finished being sewn into place, I'll come back and I'll show you what the finished product's like. Right, so I'm back and I'm finished Literally this one was very quick and very easy to do. What, like I said, I did was I used a knee brace that I had. It was like an X pattern knee brace which had a lot of material in the back of where the back of your knee would have been, and it kind of went above and below the kneecap to kind of hold the patella in place. So believe it or not, that is what this is. It looks pretty stock, because what I've done is I've used the initial strapping system, not the clip and the inside, and then obviously put that across, and it's velcroed in place. So there it is where it has been sewn in. It's been sewn in through this area here at the back. It is kind of, open it up, I'll show you. So it's been sewn in at the back, round about here, onto this part of the floating cuff. The reason being is the player in question decided that they were looking for something to lock the glove in place. The initial strap up here wasn't really doing the justice it should have done up here when it was moved down here, so she preferred the glove being strapped in this position, and obviously with this one now there's an additional strap that can basically go around the wrist and hopefully hold the glove in place. It's just so she's used to the glove that she had previously had a strap that went around the wrist and not around the back of the fingers or around the back of the knuckles, so it's just to make it a wee bit more, used to what she's had in the past. Alright, so then that is me finished this time. 7:39, I'm done, I'm out of here.